Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Axe Japan, welcome to another guitar lesson, and this time we're looking at Monsters by NEMOPHILA. So finally, after everyone was asking, I finally got around to doing a NEMOPHILA song, so here we go. I thought I'd just jump in with Monsters. It seemed like an accessible one, so yeah, it was still challenging, but really fun to learn at the same time. So as I said, at the start of the cover, I kind of just focused more on Saki's part and, just didn't really bother doing the harmonies and things just to save time. I've not really had a whole lot of time this week. There's been so much going on, but yeah, maybe in the future I will dive into all the harmony parts and stuff, but it's still fun to play this part over the track. Okay, so tuning for this song, obviously we're using a 7-string and it's just standard tuning for the 7-string. You could actually play this song with a 6-string, you just won't be able to play the middle part before the solo. This part, you won't be able to play that because that's the only part that utilizes the 7th string, but you could play the rest of it no problem on the 6th string. Okay, so if you haven't checked out the cover already, please do. It was really fun to do, but if you're here to learn the song, then let's do it. Intro. So the intro of the song starts with synth, and then we do some cool kind of guitar stabs before the main riff comes in. So all we're doing here is so it's just an open E power chord. Okay, just, standard. And then we're playing C power chord, so just 3rd fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, up 2 frets to the 5. Okay, and then when you play that 3rd one there, just do some palm mutes, and then it's into the little tail lick. Okay, so the little tail lick. Okay, so to start that off, we've got pinky on 7th fret D string, 2nd finger on 5th fret D string, 1st finger on 4th fret D string. So we just play those. Then we go back to 5, then back to 4. And then pinky on the A string, and then to 5 on the A, and then back to 7 on the A, and that's it. Okay, and that's it. And we use that, throughout the song. Okay, and then after that we go into the main riff. So all it is very simple. It's just the same chords as before. We're just, doing a different rhythm with sound. Okay, so we're not doing that 3rd fret one. We're just jumping straight up to the D chord there. So I'll play the rhythm slowly so you can get it. Okay, that's all it is. Verse 1. Okay, then the verse, very simple, just exactly the same as that, except we're going to be throwing in that C chord there, power chord, so. Yeah, just, just the same, it's the same chords, we're just adding that 3rd fret one in as well. And then after that, when it comes to the end of that, before it goes into the bridge, it has a slightly different tail. From what I can work out, it's actually really difficult. I struggled actually working out some of these parts because when there's 2 guitars and they're quite deep in the mix, it's hard to get them out. So I feel like before it goes into the bridge, it goes, which slightly different. So instead of which is just pull off from 5 to 4 to open on the D, and then same 7 to 5 to open on the D, and then into the bridge. Bridge! Okay, so the bridge part. Sorry, a bit sloppy there. So all we're doing here is we're going off of the E power chord again, that kind of rhythm, and then we're going to pinch harmonics, with a palm muted E string, you know, in the middle. Okay, so we're just pinch harmonic on 7, 6, 5 on the A string. And again, this was a really hard bit to work out. It's, you know, it's really hard to tell what they're doing. The best I can work out is some. So that's just open E to 3 on the E, and then open again, double, and then 2 after that, and then 5, 3, open. What they're playing is maybe different, but it's, you know, it's pretty close. You know, I couldn't really figure out, and it was hard to see what they were playing as well from the live video. It sounds close enough, I would say. If Saki's watching this, yeah, you can let me know what it actually is. And then straight back into it. Okay, and then the third time, we just change. So that time it goes 7, 9, 10, 12. And then back to the C, the 3rd fret power chord. And then just, you know, alternate picking for the D. And then we're into the chorus. Okay, so Saki has quite a cool part for the chorus. So she plays the chords, does some lead stuff, and then the second half she kind of plays more of the chords. Okay, so the chords, we start with that 3rd fret power chord that we've done before. So we just play that. And then then we bar over the B and the E string on the 8. So we're gonna palm mute as well, an alternate pick. And then we're gonna come up to the D. And up here we're doing 10. So just the same. And then then we're coming here to a G, it would be. So that's 3 on the E, 5 on the A. And then we're going to do the same bar but on the 3rd fret. Sorry, my high E string is a little bit out of tune, and it's as high as it can go on the fine tuner. So if I unlock everything and try and tune it, it's just going to like make it all bad. So just, sorry, you just have to put up with it for this lesson. So after that, and then up here, do that little tail. So we're playing 10 on the D to 9, and then 10 on the D. A, sorry. And then same again. And then we've got this part. Okay, and this is harmonized with the other guitar. So what we're playing here is we've got our first finger on the A string on the 7th fret. This is all palm muted, except for the accented notes. So that would be one of the accented notes. So that's 10 on the D. Okay, so it's 10 and then 9. And then we do a double back on the our rooted finger. Number 10 here on the A string. And then we're going to 9, and then we're doing a slide back up to the 10. I'll play it really slowly, okay? And then to finish it off, so that's 10 on the D, and then we're opening, so I'm actually barring here now. So that's 7 on the D, to 10 on the A, to 9 on the A. And then back into the chords. So after that, she goes into full power chord mode. Okay, so playing power chords on the 7th string can be confusing. So here we're barring on the 3, so we've got 3. So we're just playing from the E string. So E, A are both on 3. And then we've got 5, 5 on the D and the G, and then the rest on 3. Same again on the 5th fret. Then we're playing a G chord, so we've got 3, 5, 5 on the A and the D, and we've got our middle finger on 4 on the G string. And then, so up here we're playing 5 on the low B, and then we've got 7, 7 on the E and the A. And we're just playing the power chord version of that. So just the top 3 strings, the bottom 3 strings. And then to finish off, it's just so it's just back to the, you know, the same chords, the C and the D. You know, same kind of alternative pattern. And then back into the intro riff.
Verse 2.
Okay, so the second verse is different. We've got this cool riff which goes. Okay, kind of Sabbathy, it's really cool. So all that is, you know, off the E string again, 2 on the E, 2, 3, and then open again, and then 5, 6, and then open, 3 again, open, and then, so that's the 3rd fret power chord, 3 on the D, 5 on the G, down to 2, and then just repeat. Then after the 4th one, once you get to there, we just go. So it's just 3 on the D. 3 on the A. 2 open. Just go down chromatically. Then there's a little flangey guitar part, and then it's the so you just do that same chord you did on the 2 on the 2nd fret there. So 2 on the A and 4 on the D. And then back into the chorus again. Okay, that chorus is just the same, and then after that chorus we're into the middle part, which is the 7 string part. Okay, so we're doing some pinch harmonics here as well. You want a pinch harmonic basically every time you get to that 5th fret and bend. So it's just open, and then 3rd fret, and then we're going to bend the 5 all the way, like half a step, but pinch harmonic as well. Okay, and then just get right back to that open palm muted chord there. And then it's just open, 3, open, and then 2, 3. Second time, you just open, 3, open, and then we do pinch harmonic on the 2 on the low B string. Okay, it just repeats that, and then the solo kicks in while that's playing. So yeah, so then we're into the guitar solos.
Guitar solo!
Okay, now we get into this mammoth guitar solo that we've got for this song. So we can split this solo into 4 because, you know, they all kind of like overlap. So Saki starts it off, and then they basically alternate until the end where they play together. But I didn't play the harmony part for the last part. I just played Saki's part, so that's the part I will show you. So for this first solo, you want to switch to your neck pickup. Okay, so this is a really easy solo, and I find that these solos, they kind of get progressively harder as they go on, so this is a quite an easy first one to do. So we're starting on 12 on the B, and then 14, 15, back to 14, back to 12, and then we're going 15 on the G, back to 12 on the G, and then 11 on the G. And then we've got 14 on the D, 11 on the G. So it's 14, 11, 12, 15 on the G. 12 on the B, 14 on the B. Then it's 15, 14. Then back again, that's 12, 14, 15. So all together. Right up to 17 on the B, and then we bend it. So bend it up, bend it down, bend it back up again. And then we're coming right up here to 19 on the high E. And then bend it right up, full step, hold it, and then bring it back down. And that's the first solo. Okay, then we've got Hazuki solo. So we're switching back to the bridge pickup. Okay, so the first part goes like this. Okay, so it's slide up to 15 on the high E, to 14, and then 17 on the B, back to 15, and then we do a hammer on there, back to 17. Then we've got this little lick here. So we kind of slide into it. So it's 12 on the B, and then 15 pull off, and then 2 pull offs from 14 to 12. And then after that we've got okay, so that's just, you know, these kind of standard rock bends. So you bend up on the 14 on the G, and you play the 15 on the B, and then bring it down. And then we've got, which is 15, 14 on the high E, 15 on the B, 14 on the G, slide down to 12, and then 11 on the G. Okay, then we've got this lick. So the first part would be this. Okay, so it's 2, back to the D, and then we add our pinky in to 14 on the G, and then to finish it off, which is 12, 14, 15, 14, back to 12, but you have to pinch harmonic these ones. Or definitely pinch harmonic the 15 at least. And the 12. So the second time around you just do the same. Except there. You do that. And then you can bend. So you don't need to keep that shape. And then it's the same power bends that we had before, bending up on the 14, playing the 15. Okay, and then after that we do the same kind of bends, but we're on the B and the E string. So same again, just bend up, but keep, you know, your pinky on the high string. Then we've got the last bit here, which is just sliding up to 17 on the B, to 15, and then 15, 17, 19 on the high string. And then it's into Saki solo. Sorry if you can hear the kids in the background, they're just playing, going a bit nuts, as kids do. Okay, so Saki solo starts off with the same kind of notes as Hazuki's, but she's bending on the 15 this time on the high E, so big bend. Okay, so 15, big bend, back down to 15, to 14, and then slide up to 17 on the B, and then 15 on the B. Make sure you give it some vibrato as well. Okay, and then it goes. So that's 11 on the G, to 12 twice, up to 16, back to 14. Then we've got this little lick here. Okay, so all that is 15 to 17 on the B, and then we've got 2 on 15, 17 on the high E. Then we slide up to 19, and then we come down. Just come back down with the notes we already did. So it's 17 to 15, 19 on the B, 15, 17 on the B, 15 on the B, to 16 on the G, to 14 on the G. Okay, then we're into this really fast speed picking that Saki always does. So all it is just between the 17 and 15 on the high string. I'm not as good as Saki doing this. That's basically the pattern. Yeah, just between the 17 and the 15. Then we've got this little lick afterwards, which is really tricky because it's quite a big jump. So all that is 12 to 14 on the G, and then 15 to 17 on the B, and then 14, 15, hammer on pull off, 15 on the B, 14 on the G, and then coming up to the last bit, then we've got this little bit. So that's 15 to 14 on the high E, to 17 on the B, to 15, back on to 14, back on to 17, and then 16 on the G, 14 on the G, back to 16, 16 on the D, and then 12 on the D. And then the tapping bit. Close. Well, I've had absolutely no sleep, so I'm rusty. I'll play it slowly. So all that is we're barring on the 12, and we're hammering onto 14. So the first tap is 16, pull off the 12, hammer onto 14. This is all on the D string. Then we go do the same pattern on the G string, but we do it twice. Then we move up to the B, so we need to, obviously to keep the pentatonic, we need to move up to the 15 and 17 here. So tap on the 17, tap, pull off the 12, hammer onto 15. And then to finish it, we just tap onto the 17 on the high E and then just slide up. And that's it. Okay, so now the very last part of the solo, which is Saki and Hazuki playing the harmonies together. So I'll just go, this is just Saki's part. That's the first part. We just slide up, so we've got 19, 17, 15 on the high strings. 19 on the B there. And then we're hammer on pull off 15 to 19 on the B, to 13 to 12, to 10, back to 12, to 13 to 15, and then just back down the same notes, 10 to 12, and then we finish it with just 11 to 12 on the G. So all together, slow. And then we've got this lick here. Okay, I was playing that a bit slowly, but yeah, you just have to play up to speed. So basically what we're doing is we've got our finger here on 10 on the B, third finger here, that's first finger, third finger on 12. So we're just pulling off, and then we're pulling off to 12 on the G. So we do 3 of those, and then we've got, so it's 11, hammer on to 12 on the G, and then hammer on again, 10 to 12 on the B, and then we pull off. So it's just basically doing it in reverse. And then the third time, and then next time. So we just repeat that pattern. So it's just 11 to 12 on the G, 10 to 12 on the B. Okay, and then the last very bit is this little sweep part, which I think, I'm still not 100% sure if this is right, but this is as close as I can get it. It really does sound like they're sweeping, but it's a very small sweep. You're only sweeping like 2 strings. Okay, so this is kind of what I think it does. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it is. You know, I'm still not very good at sweeping, but this is the closest I could get it. So what I'm doing here is we've got pinky here on 14 on the E. We're going to pull off to 10 on the high E. So it's a bit of a stretch. And then we're going to play 12 on the B. And then after we play that 12, we're going to put our pinky back on, but we're going to kind of sweep the 12 and the 14. And then pull off again, and basically you just start that cycle again after the sweep. And then we come up and just do the exact same pattern on 15, so 15, 12, and 13 on the B. And then up here, 17, pull off to 14, and then 15 on the B. And then after we finish there on the 15 on the B, we slide up to 16, 16, 17 on the B, 14 on the high E, to 15 on the high E, 17, back to 15, and then full bend on 17. Lots of vibrato, and then it's into like a pre-chorus. So congratulations for getting through that if you did. It's probably one of the longest guitar solos I've ever learned for the channel. Okay, so this pre-chorus, we're just doing chords again that we've done before. Okay, so we just got the usual C chord, up to D, and then G power chord, to 2, open E, so it's just 3 on the E, 5 on the A, move that down 1 fret, open, back to the D, and then start palm muting. Wait for Mayu to do her little singing bit. And then I skipped the lead part on this because I just could not figure it out because of the harmonies. It just, you know, it was too muffled. You know, maybe if they do a live version, like a proper live version, where the guitars are a bit more separated, I could probably work it out, but until then I just stuck with the rhythm, which is just on that E chord, not the low one. Definitely play it on the high one. And then we're into just the last chorus. It's like the second half of the chorus, so we're back into these chords. And then into the intro. And then we finish it off just by going, which is just 2 open E, 3, pinch harmonic bend on the 5, back to 3, back to open, and that is the whole song. So there we go, guys. That was the whole of Monsters by NEMOPHILA. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I really hope you enjoy playing it. I certainly did. It was a really fun one to do, and it's just given me a bit more motivation to do another one. So I'm going to go now because my throat is so dry. I've got a cough, not had much sleep, so I'm going to go and relax for a bit. If you have any questions at all about that, just let me know in the comments and I'll answer them. Don't forget to check out the cover if you haven't already, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already either. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Let me know what NEMOPHILA song I should do next, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.